Okay, so sitting here, I've looked at it. Okay, red and yellow are 180 degrees out of phase, so I believe that is correct. They should be on the same phase. And brown and orange are 90 degrees out of phase, and I believe that is correct also. I noticed that brown was leading red by 180 degrees or 9 degrees, and orange was lagging red by 9 degrees, so that only made sense as soon as I connected again, and they were exactly 180 degrees out of phase. I had to do a little bit of thinking, and I had to draw a little picture to figure out what the heck was going on here. So I looked at it and I said, okay, red and yellow are 180 degrees out of phase. Brown and orange are 180 degrees out of phase. But when you tie brown and white and orange and white together, the current flows through this coil and then flows opposite in this coil. So when it goes the opposite direction, it wouldn't be 180 degrees anymore. It would be in phase, because you're hooking it up reverse to what I was hooking the leads up on the scope. Instead of orange being on the lead of the oscilloscope and orange and white being on the ground, it's actually opposite. If I was to hook it up to the scope and put the lead on orange and white and the lead on the orange, the ground lead, I can almost guarantee they would be in phase. So the way it's being hooked up this way puts this at in phase now. So they are in phase. And they're also hooked up the same way here. The red and the white and the yellow and the white are tied together. That's my tie-in points. So it seems they are hooked correctly. And I'm glad that I was able to see it on the oscilloscope. It had me kind of confused, but now I understand if you hook a coil up in the opposite direction, you will get up. How can I explain it? Say north and south. If you hook it up one certain way, you'll have north here, south here. If you reverse the connections, the polarity of the coil, instead of north being there, it'll be over here. So if they're 180 degrees out of phase and you hook this coil up in reverse, then they will be in phase. I'm making this too long. Well, I guess it's not too long, but I hope... Well, I understand it. I'm not sure if I explain it well enough for anybody else to understand it. Cheers.